In this video, we will show you how to replace your power steering pump pulley. Let's get started. Let's start removing our serpentine belt. Before you remove the belt, have a close look at all of your pulleys. You'll notice the serpentine belt goes over some and it goes under some. Pay attention to the routing. Now once you know that, continue on over to your serpentine belt tensioner. We'll use a 3/8 drive ratchet to fit directly into the square hole, and then we can turn this clockwise to relieve tension from the belt. After that, we can grab onto the belt and carefully pull it off of the alternator. There it is, friends. Now let's quickly have a look at our serpentine belt. Make sure it doesn't look like the backing is damaged. And also make sure that the grooves don't look like they're dry rotted and cracked in any way. If it does look like it's damaged, it's time to replace the serpentine belt. Now we can start removing the power steering pump pulley from the power steering pump. To do that, you're going to need a pulley removal tool. We'll take this and slide it right over the end of the pulley, making sure that the center presses onto the shaft of the power steering pump. Snug this up by hand. Whenever you're doing this, you want to make sure you do the entire process by hand, never with an impact tool. To hold the tool, we'll use a 1-inch wrench. Now I can use my 13mm to continue on by tightening the center shaft drive. As we do this, you're going to find that the pump pulley starts pulling away from the engine. Remove your pulley and the tool. There it is, friends. Once you have that pulley off of there, continue on to cleaning the shaft and the seal on your power steering pump. After you have it wiped down, just give it a close inspection, and then we can continue on. Okay, friends, let's get ready to install our brand new power steering pump pulley. To install the pulley, you want to have a pulley installer. It looks like this. You have this area that screws directly into the shaft inside the pump. Once you have that in there, this larger area will press up against the pulley itself to drive it in against that shaft. If you don't have this installer, you can use a long 8 by 1 1/4 bolt with a couple washers and a nut. Let's take that pulley and put it in position around where the shaft is. Once it's on there, we'll continue on with our tool. Put this right into the center and screw the tool right into the shaft of the power steering pump. On our application, I'll use a 7mm to tighten the center. Once you have that snug, we'll continue on by snugging this. And that's going to press the pulley right up against that shaft. Double check to make sure it looks like it's straight. The next thing we need to do is continue on by holding this area still while we continue tightening this nut. That's going to drive the pulley onto the shaft. You can also access this from underneath the vehicle. Alright, so right there it just bottomed out. It doesn't want to go in any further. We'll continue on by removing our tool. Now that the tool's out of there, you should find that the pulley itself is lined up with the shaft of the power steering pump. You'll also note that the pulley is very close to the engine, but not touching in any way. Just give this a little spin. To start putting on the belt, let's make our way all the way down to the harmonic balancer, or crank pulley. We'll put the belt all the way around that. Now once you've gone around that, continue on along the power steering pump pulley, all the way over on the driver's side. Now we're going to hold the slack from that side and continue on with the passenger side of the belt. Bring that around the water pump pulley. We'll continue on bringing that belt down along the serpentine belt tensioner and then down around the AC compressor. Once you have all that in position, continue on with the belt up along the top here on your idler pulley, and then take up all the slack. The next thing we're going to have to do is release tension from the tensioner to put the belt up and over the alternator pulley. Okay friends, we've got the car back together. At this point, go ahead and start it up. Let it run for approximately 10 seconds and turn it right back off. Make your way back out here and triple check the belt to make sure it's sitting on all your pulleys properly. After that, take it for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.